back yet again, and this video is going to be interesting because this is going to be my second movie that I personally picked for my horror project. And that movie that I want to talk about is 2005's The Descent. And I had no intention on really watching this for this project, but it just came to me. So I just threw it on like last Friday, and nearly a week later, you finally get my thoughts. So, this is a very, very small, independent horror movie that features 6 female friends who go discovering they go exploring an unfamiliar cave in the Appalachian Mountains. So this movie works to your greatest fears of claustrophobia and the darkness to like a T. This movie is really creepy because these women are like hunted by these cave-dwelling humanoids, and the whole movie just is pure darkness, and you have no idea what's real or what's fake. But the way this thing begins is our main protagonist, her name is Sarah, I want to say. She's just with her husband and her daughter, and they came away from like a swimming hole, and they were just driving on the highway, and the husband just like lost focus. All of a sudden, there's like a head-on collision with a truck that had like metal rods attached to the roof of the car. So they collide with this truck, and instant death on the husband and daughter. It's just a horrifying opening, and it really sets the tone for this movie, because this movie just makes you not feel safe. And it's actually a very harrowing scene where Sarah realizes that her family is gone. So, as a way to like cope with her loss, she joins her friends on this cave expedition. And this is a really solid movie. It's too bad I couldn't like hear most of what was going on, cause sometimes my surround system can be very, very low, and it just takes a lot out of the movie experience. So that's just a mini rant. But I mean, if you just like watch this movie in silence, it's very creepy. But there's nothing else much to say about this except for how it ends. And in the US version, which I'm assuming is the one I watched, Sarah reportedly gets out of the cave, but her best friend, which I forgot what her name was, I want to say like Mina or something, she turned out to be like the villain of this movie, and she just like went crazy, and she did die, but her ghost like appears right by Sarah, and she just like screams, and then the movie ends. But in the alternate UK ending, it's much more horrifying and much better. So in that ending, she hallucinated her escape. She's actually still in the cave, surrounded by these cave dwellers. And we did get a part 2 to this movie, which I didn't watch yet, but I might at some time. But I just wanted to watch this movie to see if it ends up in my top 50 movies. Top 50 horror movies, I should say. And judging from the atmosphere of this movie, I definitely do think it is a very terrifying horror movie that definitely deserves like some of the best horror movies ever made. So I think this does deserve a spot in my list. I just don't know where yet, but my final grade for The Descent, I'm going to go ahead and give this an A. I mean, it's a very simple premise that is very horrifying. So those are my thoughts on The Descent. Hope you guys enjoyed. And my next and final video of the night is going to be my review on Gran Turismo, which I have been dying to talk about. So I'll see you guys in a minute for that. Adios. Peace.